Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is now another recording on bills of exchange, which is the continuation of the exercise 2.2, where now we continue from number D, number E, and number F, the last three questions. And number D, not very far away, but very similar and close to number C. And you'll see what do I mean by that as we continue with number D. Bills of exchange is still where we are. A bill for 3,500 was discounted on the 8th of January for the sum of 3,412 rand 50 cents. So we know that this is the face value of the bill. This is the cash value of the bill. And I want to highlight the fact that always the face value is always greater than the cash value of the bill. Not sometimes, always. It will never be that the face value of the bill is less than the cash value of the bill. The reason why the face value always greater than the cash value is because from the face value there will always be deduction of the banker's discount in order for us to get to the cash value of the bill. It is this deduction that makes the face value to be always greater than the cash value of the bill. Please also do master that, is very quite important. Then now we know that the difference between the face value of the bill and the cash value of the bill is what is called the banker's discount, which is the interest charged by the bank for discounting the bill before its due date. 3.5 minus 3,412 rand 50 cents, it is an amount of 87 rand 50 cents. So this is our banker's discount, and we are made very clear of the fact that if the rate of discount was 10%, meaning if the interest that the bank will charge is 10% per annum, we are required to calculate the unexpired period. What is unexpired period? Unexpired period, it is the period between the discount date of the bill and the due date. The discount date of the bill and the due date. So we know that on the 8th of January, this bill was discounted. And from the discount date up to the due date, which we don't know, we know that this is called T, unexpired period. This is what is called unexpired period, T. And we know that T does have a formula. So we can use the formula that says T is equal to banker's discount divided by face value times by the rate, and we multiply this by 365. This will tell us how many days the bill was discounted or was discounted before it was due, or how many days was the bill discounted it was due. Now, meaning the days from the discount date up until the due date of the bill, it will tell us in terms of the unexpired period. So now let us calculate already our unexpired period, because we do have all the numbers to substitute in our formula. Now our banker's discount is equal to 87 rand 50 cents, which we calculated by saying face value minus the cash value of the bill. Divide this by 3,500 of the face value of the bill, 3.5. Don't forget to open brackets, times by 0.10, then everything multiplied by 365 days. This will give us the number of days that are between discount date and the due date of the bill. Divide by, open brackets, 3,500, multiply this by 0.10, close brackets, then you say equal, times by 365, we get this cannot be. We have 87.50 divided by open brackets 3500 times by 0.10 close brackets equals times by 365 days in a year. Then we get 91.25. Now that means we have 91 days. So this will be 91 days. Let me just verify again with my calculator, because sometimes there's rounding off with this calculator online. 8750 divided by 3500 times by 0.10 close brackets equals times by 365. Yes, 91.25, which is rounded off to 91 days. Rounding off using the normal rounding off. So now we have 91 days, which is our unexpired period, which is exactly in the response to the first part of the question. So the first part, it is 91.25, which is equivalent to 91 days. Please write first the full amount, then say 91 days. So that is the first part. And I said this is similar to the previous previous question, because the previous question we knew that from this date up until the due date, they told us that it was 90 days. They said this period is 90 days in the previous one. In this case, we don't know the entire period of the bill, or in which terms was this bill accepted. Was it 90 DD or whatever DD or 120 DD? We don't know. But we know that from the 8th of January up until the due date of the bill, we have a total of 91 days. That's what we know. Because T, which is unexpired period, is the period between the discount date of the bill and the due date of the bill. So we are required to calculate the date at which this bill was due, meaning we need to calculate the number of days where we start from now, 9, 10, 11, 12 of January up until the 91st day. Then when we reach on the 91st day, that will be the date in which this bill was due. So now let us do that calculation very slowly. Now we are in the month of January, and January has how many days in a month? 31 days. Then we say 31 minus 8. We always don't include the date in which the bill was discounted or the date in which the bill was accepted. We start on the following day. We minus the date the bill was accepted or discounted, but in this case discounted. So we can agree that the month of January, we only need 23 days. The month of February, we need to check if are we not told how many days. Then we'll assume the full 28 days in the month of February. Then it will be February 28 days when it's not specified. Remember, we're going to 90 days. Then we are looking for the month of March. Obviously, March we need all the 31 days. From here we can stop. Remember, I'm calculating the numbers. 23 plus 28 is still very far away from 90. Plus 31, we got 82. So from here up to here we have 82 days. We need to say minus 91 so that we know how many days do we need in the following month. And in the following month we only need 9 days. Meaning in the month of April, we only need 9 days. That means this bill was due on the 9th of April. And this will give you 91 days in total when you calculate the number of days. So the due date of the bill is 9 April. So that is in the response to the second part of the question. So due date of the bill is 9th of April. Now we have responded exactly as we were instructed with regards to question number D. Then we go to question number E, very short question. Then after we conclude with question number F. It says the banker's discount on a bill of 4,050 Rand discounted at 8% per annum to 64 Rand 80 cents. They said the banker's discount is this amount. That was the beginning statement. The banker's discount on a bill, this is the face value of the bill. We are given now the banker's discount, that we are given the rate, and the question is how many days before it was due was the bill discounted. How many days before the bill was due the bill was discounted. That is unexpired period. This is the period highlighting from the previous question, the number of days between the date the bill was discounted up to the date in which the bill was due, which we said here was 91 days. So they say how many days before it was due was the bill discounted. We are looking for the T, which is our unexpired period, which we know T is equal to banker's discount divided by face value times by the rate not T, times by the rate times by 365 days in a year, of which we know that our banker's discount is given to be 64 and 80 cents. Divide this by the face value of the bill, which is 4,050 Rand, times by 0.08, close brackets there, everything multiplied by 365 days in a year, because we are looking for the number of days. Now let us do our calculations. We have 64 and 80 cents, divide open brackets 4,050 cents times by 0.08, close brackets, equal times by 365 days in a year. We get 73 days. We get 73 days. Now 73 days is our unexpired period, which is the number of days before the bill was due was discounted is 73 days. So that will be simple and easy number E, take home marks. Then we come to number F, the last exercise. It says a bill for 8,030 rands drawn on the 14th of March 3 MD, meaning it was due 3 months from the date it was drawn, meaning it will be April, May, June, meaning this bill is due on the 4th of June. 4th of June is the due date of the bill. Whenever is 3 MD, meaning the bill is due 3 months from the date it was drawn, we use the same date. Remember, when it's DD, 90 DD, you calculate physically the number of days, and when you reach to 90 you stop, or when you reach to 60 you stop. If it's 3 MD or 4 MD, you take the same date, you calculate 3 months down the line, then on the 3rd month of the same date, that becomes the due date of the bill, meaning it was due on the 4th of June, meaning April, May, June is the due date of this bill. Then we are required to calculate the discount rate, meaning our R now. If the bill is discounted on the 15th of April, for how much? For 7,964. This is the cash value, this is the face value of the bill. We are looking for the rate, but we also need to know that the rate, which is our R, equals banker's discount divided by the face value, which we do have the face value, times by T. Remember, our T will be the number of days divided by the number of days in a year, which we assume it to be 365 when it is not stipulated. then we multiply by 100 because we are looking for the interest. So we do have banker's discount, we do have face value. What do I mean we have banker's discount? Remember, banker's discount is equal to face value minus cash value of the bill. We do have the cash value, we do have the face value, meaning we do have the banker's discount. We do have the face value. Obviously, we first need to calculate for T. What is T? T is the time between the discount date and the due date of the bill. The bill was discounted on the 15th of April. It was discounted 15th of April, and the due date is the 4th of June. So we need to calculate the days from the discount date up until the due date of the bill. Let us begin. April has how many days? April has 30 days. So 30 minus 15, we don't include the date of the transaction when we're calculating unexpired period. So now meaning the unexpired days in the month of April were 15. January, February, March, April. Yes, April has 30 days. Then we go to the month of May. May has 31 days. June we only need 4 days because the due date of the bill is the 4th of June. So now we're calculating the unexpired period. 15 plus 31 plus 4 days. How much do we get? We get exactly 50 days, meaning this bill was due 50 days later. This bill was due 50 days later, in simple terms, meaning 50 days from the 15th of April, meaning 50 days from the date the bill was discounted, it was due. So we are very clear in our calculations and very confident with our numbers and very brilliant with our minds. And we continue now on that same note, knowing that our T is 50 days. How do we continue? We continue with our formula, and we say our R is equal to the difference between the face value of the bill and the cash value of the bill. Face value of the bill is 8,030. Cash value of the bill, it is 7,964 rands. Then we say equal 8,030 minus 7,964. How much do we get? This is number F. In number F, we get 66 rand. Yes, 66 rand is our banker's discount. Then we have our 66 rand, which we divide this by 8,030. Remember, R will cancel R, so your answer will not be in rands. Times by 50 over 365, which is our T. Then the final answer must be multiplied by 100 in order for us to get to the rate in which was charged, the interest that was charged by the bank by discounting this bill before 50 days expired. So 66 divided by open brackets 8,030 times by 50 divided by 365 close brackets. For the accuracy of your calculator, please do so, equal. Then we multiply this by 100. Then after we multiply this by 100, we get exactly 6%, meaning this is the rate of interest that was charged by the bank. So the interest is 6%. Now we have completed question number F on bills of exchange. With that, guys, you've been wonderful. You've been awesome. Thank you for your full attention. And we are done with bills. There is only one example that I will still record, to be honest. Example that is very similar to exercise number B that we have dealt with previously of 6,400. Thank you, guys. God be with you.